Hi, students. Let's get started with the subject EVS, Our Wondrous World, Chapter 2, Journey of a River. Where I begin, where I flow. I have no feet, but I travel far, through fields and forests, under moon and star. I quench your thirst and help plants grow. From mountain to sea, I quietly flow. Who am I? Yes, I am a river. I am Godavari. My journey begins high up in the western Ghats at Trimbakeshwar in Maharashtra. Although I start out as a stream, as I move across the land, rainwater and other streams join me, making me wider and stronger. The small streams joining are my tributaries. I travel 1,465 kilometers before joining the Bay of Bengal. I am the second longest river in India after River Ganga. Look at the image given below and answer the following. 1. Name the states that Godavari flows through. 2. Name a dam and a wildlife sanctuary along the length of Godavari. 3. Which other small rivers join Godavari in its journey? Brahmagiri Hills of Western Ghats at Trimbakeshwar. Godavari, Manjira, Maharashtra, Indravati, Pench National Park, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Sabri, Kaval Tiger Reserve, Shri Ram Sagar Project, Telangana, Koringa Wildlife Sanctuary, Polvaram Dam, Andhra Pradesh, the Bay of Bengal. There are fascinating stories about me, many from the Ramayana and the Puranas. I am called Dakshina Ganga because I flow through southern India and am regarded as sacred. In places like Nashik, near where I begin, people come from all around to take a dip in my holy waters, especially during events like the Godavari Pushkaram. The life I hold, I flow all year round, which makes me a perennial river. Some rivers flow only when they receive water in the rainy season, which makes them seasonal rivers. I pass through rich forests full of wildlife, including the tiger, barking deer, the Indian golden gecko and the famed red sandalwood trees. You have learnt in the last chapter that freshwater sources like me are home to many plants and animals. When I reach the sea, I spread out into many small streams that form a delta. My freshwater meets the salty sea there. This place is called the Koringa Mangrove Forests, where my journey ends. The many ways I support lives. Since ancient times, people have always built their homes near rivers or water bodies. Can you guess why? Do you know the many ways I support people every single day? I provide water to people in the many towns and villages around me. The water for all houses, schools and fields comes from me. I not only help people drink, cook and wash, but also help them to grow food and make things in their factories. I also support many livelihoods. My water is carried in pipes and canals and shared by many. Ecotourism. Ecotourism means visiting natural places like forests, rivers or mountains to enjoy their beauty, watch animals or birds, and learn about nature without harming the environment. Dams, storing my water, changing my flow. Did you know that there are more than 900 dams that store my water so people can use it even during dry seasons, to drink, grow crops and make electricity? But have you ever wondered what happens to me when a dam is built? What happens to the forests, animals and the people living near me? A dam is like a giant wall that blocks my flow and stores water in a large water body called a reservoir. While this stored water helps many people, it also floods land that was once home to animals and people. Many have to leave their homes and shift elsewhere when dams are built. When you open a tap, it is hard to imagine the journey that water has taken and the many sacrifices that were made so you could have it. That is why it is so important to use water wisely and never waste it. What pollutes me and why it matters? With more people and factories coming up near my banks, waste, plastic, and dirty water pollutes me. Sometimes I do not smell or look clean. Yet people use my water, which could make them sick. I wish I could tell them to help keep me clean and free from waste. One important way to do this is by creating less waste in the first place by using eco-friendly products. The fish, turtles, and birds that live in and around me have nowhere else to go. Slowly, they are beginning to disappear. This makes me very sad. Harmful things like chemicals or dirty soapy water can hide in rivers like me. So, even when my water looks clean, it might still carry things that can hurt the living beings. Sometimes fertilizers that are used to grow crops get washed down into my water. They make plants and other organisms grow very fast until they cover my surface like a green blanket, which slowly starts choking all the life inside me. It becomes hard for the fish to breathe. Also, my water becomes unsafe for people to drink. I must say that many people are trying to help keep my water clean. In places along my journey, too, people are working to stop waste from going into my water. Every small step you take helps me stay fresh and full of life. I am pleased to see that efforts are being made to keep my water clean. When a river floods, most of the time, I flow gently, helping life grow all around me. But I never forget that I am powerful. When there is too much rain, I expand and become faster, deeper and bigger. I roll through the land, faster and wilder than anyone can imagine. This is when I cannot help overflowing my banks and flooding large areas. When too much rain falls, all the water rushes into me and my expanding waters flood houses, fields and roads, causing great damage and destruction. People and animals often have to leave their homes to stay safe. 1. No trees means water runs off the land faster and causes flooding. 2. Trees slow down rainwater and help the soil soak up water. When a river runs dry, there is a lot for people to worry about when I flood in places. But when a river runs dry, it causes great problems for people too. When there is no availability of water for a very long time, families may have to leave their homes and move to places where water is still available. This is not just for people, animals suffer too. Fortunately for them, I am perennial and flow across the year, so I can continue to look after everyone along my way. In some places, people use water ATMs, which are special machines that give clean water when you put in a card or coin. These steps help us use water wisely and protect it for the future. The National Water Mission works to manage water properly and help people use water wisely across India. Thank you for listening to my story. But I need your help too. When you save water, plant a tree or stop waste from reaching me, you are showing me love. Remember, even small actions can make a big difference. Each one of you can help save water by doing small things every day. 1. Use water efficiently. Do not waste it. 2. Turn off the tap while brushing your teeth. 3. Do not waste drinking water. Point 4. Fix leaking taps with the help of adults. Point 5. Reuse clean water left from washing fruits or vegetables in watering plants. Point 6. Remind family and friends to save water too. Point 7. Remember, every drop counts. Do you know? The Namami Gange program is helping clean the Ganga river so that it stays healthy for people, fish and birds. Do you know? In 2019, Chennai had to run special water trains from other districts because its reservoirs dried up. In contrast, heavy rains in Bangalore in 2022 flooded homes and roads, showing how both water shortage and excess can affect lives. Activity 1. Make a poster in your classroom showing all the ways rivers help people. Include drawings of homes, farms, boats, fishermen, and more. Activity 2. Make a list of things that we throw into the waste bin at home or school. If these things were thrown into a river or a pond, how would each of these items harm the animals, plants, and people who live nearby and use this water? Activity 3. Take 2 clear glasses of water. Add a spoonful of sugar in one and a spoonful of cooking oil in the other. Stir both well and observe. What do you observe? Which one appears clear? Activity 4. Look at the 2 images given below. Which river looks healthy and why? How do so many plants grow in water? What do you think happens when too many plants grow in a river? River with clean water, surface covered by green blanket. Activity 7. Have a disaster emergency kit ready. Thanks for